The Mineral Resources Committee agreed to a fully fledged inquiry into state capture in the Mineral Resources Department. The members agreed unanimously after Minister Mosebenzi Zwane once again failed to appear before it. The actual inquiry should start in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
There's a great deal of evidence that the mining jurisdiction in South Africa has been compromised through illegal behavior. Specifically in this case, that certain people, in a word, the Gupta family, have been given special advantages by the mining minister, Mosebenzi Zwane.
Civic groups who have played a key role in exposing the state of corruption in some government departments are pleased about the inquiry.
We think that's very necessary. There is sufficient evidence that due process hasn't been followed. We see that certainly in the mining charter that is being disputed by the mining industry. But we also see that in some of the conduct that the minister has been implicated in with regards to the Tegeta, the Oak Bay mines, and he's got a lot to answer for.
The inquiry is going to be all-encompassing and no stone will be left unturned.
If we have our way, there will be an immense list of witnesses because this inquiry will cover a large number of areas, different mines, different people, different officials. So I think there's going to be a large cast of characters.
OUTA would like to see the scope of the inquiry into the minister's dealings be broadened outside of the mining sector.
We believe that there's sufficient evidence on his conduct since his days back as the MEC in the Free State provincial government, right up to where he sits today.
There's a new sheriff in town, as the South African President Cyril Ramaphosa is being referred to.
It is largely due to a new leadership of the ANC and now Cyril Ramaphosa's appointment as the president of the country. But even prior to that, the ball was rolling already. We saw the assets forfeiture unit taking action down in the Freda Farm dairy farm matter before the early January. And we've seen the Hawks, go into the offices of the Premier Ace Magashule to gather evidence and information as well. Now, that wouldn't have happened under President Zuma.
Parliament is getting fed up with being stonewalled by some of these government ministers, and they're being led by what's been said by President Ramaphosa. I'm Angelo Coppola for CGTN in Johannesburg, South Africa.